Harry Freedman and I started out in stand-up a long time ago in New York City. But I still do stand-up, and now I bring Harry to open for me on many occasions. So if you need a roaster, or if you need a good, smart, brilliant, hysterical, clean comedian, I'm recommending my good friend, Mr. Harry Freedman.
And I've asked Harry here today to say a few words about Lois for her birthday.
I just met Lois about 20 minutes ago. She was not feeling well. She looked at me and she said, "I don't know who you are, sir." I also want to welcome some of Lois's high school friends and neighbors, Loretta Calabrese, Jeanette Cressetto, her sister Josephine Byrally, Betty Albert, Claire Peel, Jan Stevens, Serena Williams, Oprah Winfrey. Where are they? I don't see them. For the record, I have some relatives in Connecticut. I have an aunt and uncle who live in Westport, and years ago, we got invited to Paul Newman's house for dinner, which was really cool. And the best part is we had the salad with the house dressing. Lois is always upbeat and smiling, which is all the more reason Colleen brought me here tonight to bring this unreasonably upbeat, over-optimistic, cheery woman back down to earth. Just as Lois did when she threw Adolf a 70th party and hired a woman coming in to pretending to be a bag lady who dated him when he lived on the farm. And the sad thing is, it was actually true. There's a picture of her smiling while she was swimming with a dolphin at the age of 66. The dolphin, on the other hand, had an expression of like, "What the hell are you doing here?" And Colleen found me. She found me on a gig website. She wanted something a little different for the party. And she looked through a lot of other comedians. And after all that research, she went with the lowest bidder, which I'm very happy about. A 66-year-old Jewish doctor at a church. Just rub it in. Happy birthday and many, many more, and thank you very much.
Our next speaker, Dr. Harry Freedman, is actually an old friend of Ed's. We've asked him to say a few words tonight about Ed, as well as to talk about some ideas that will help the next administration continue the tremendous legacy. Please welcome Dr. Harry Freedman.
For those of you that are from out of town, I would like to welcome you here to New York City. There is, of course, beautiful culture in New York. If you get a chance, the Museum of Natural History just opened up a new exhibit. I went there. It's an amazing thing. They have a chair that was made entirely of bubble gum, and I reached underneath, there was a little wooden desk. The fact is, Ed has a very powerful way with words. He always has strong messages in his speeches, such as advising freshmen during matriculation that 20% of them will meet their future wives at Alfred. What he fails to mention is 62% of them also meet their future ex-wives at Alfred. Then there are the great accomplishments of Ed's, like turning the Rogers Campus Center into the Powell Campus Center, which basically means for enough money we'll remove an old donor's name right off the building and paint it over with a new one as if the first name never existed.
It is my great honor to introduce Harold Freedman, who will be picking up as some of the work Steve has been doing and joining us as our newest partner.
And we are here today to celebrate Steve's retirement. It turns out he's leaving despite being 66. Well, I am 69, so it's good to see the company is bringing in some young blood to the table. How do you sum up a man whose favorite saying is that people suck? I guess you'd call him a people person. In the words of Barbara Streisand, people like people are the luckiest people in the world. What do you do with a man who hates puppies? Another one of his sayings is, if you don't bill, you don't eat. Now, I see a lot of skinny people here today. Now, with that in mind, there are some colorful characters here in this company. I say that because in the course of dealing with some of your employees, I've heard some of the roughest, harshest, foulest language I never even knew existed, and that was just from Tory Maxwell. For Congratulations. Thank you very much. I'm here tonight from all over the tri-state area and from some of the various clubs in Local 3, including the Asian American Cultural Society, the Catholic Council, the Welfare Club, the Greek Orthodox Council, the Latimer Club, the Santiago Iglesias Educational Society, the Julio Iglesias Tinder app, the St. George Association, the Women's Club, the Electrical Square Dancing Club, the Futurian Society, the Scientology Crazy People, and MS-13, which is, of course, being repped tonight by Umberto Restrepo. This is a relationship that almost never happened. They met because Arlene's friend Hillary hated Arlene's current boyfriend Phil, so she set her up with Larry, who had recently been dumped by his then girlfriend Margie. If any of you are following it, explain it to me. So Hillary told Arlene to be nice to Larry because he was depressed about Margie, so they went on a blind date, which, considering Larry's current condition, was perfect preparation for what Arlene has to deal with today. He asks to continue the date. She says no. So he drops her off, and as she heads for the house, he suddenly impulsively runs out of his car, goes up to her and yanks her back for a kiss that was so passionate, her head started spinning like Linda Blair in The Exorcist. So the bottom line is, when you get down to it, this is a business relationship first and a romance second, or as Larry likes to call it, friends with health benefits. I wanted to stop and say, I realize I've said a number of strong things about Larry, and with that in mind, I want to say to Arlene, thank you for all the information. Arlene, do you take this man until death do us part, even though he dresses up like a woman and sometimes can be annoying as hell, so help me God? Larry, do you take this woman who made your life wonderful and takes care of you when you are sick and does everything in her power to make you happy and is paying my check tonight, so help me God? Please place the glass on the ground. Okay, Larry, if you can see the glass, you may now break the glass. That was pathetic. And it was a lot of fun meeting them, and congratulations on renewing. And I think we're done. Thank you very much. I want to thank Fife because I flew in his plane today, and I tell you this, I felt a lot safer than if I had been on Mark Peterson's plane, which apparently is a lot older than most of Marty Dorito's girlfriends. Now I have to mention, Marty's had some shaky business decisions, like when he bought a strip mall called the Pavilions at the absolute height of the real estate boom. So unfortunately, the Pavilions hasn't been attracting enough civilians to keep Marty from losing several millions. And don't get me wrong, I admire Marty because he's tough and resilient and he's still standing tall, which is even more impressive considering the fact he has to sit in a phone book to be able to drive his car. Thank you so much. You've been delightful.